Yes guys, welcome to episode 3 of the Project Ironman. Now I actually hate doing this in public, so you won't be seeing many videos of me talking to the camera out and about, but this video actually has very little specific Ironman training in it, and there is a reason for that. So I won't actually be doing much cardio. I obviously have done a bit of that over these last few days, but the reason for that is because I've already laid out my goals of wanting to do the Ironman in sub 12 hours. But the second goal I have in line with that is to try and do the Ironman whilst maintaining as much strength as possible. If I can build some, great, but I understand that that's not a reality. So over the last few years I've obviously worked very hard to build my strength, and over the last 2 or 3 years specifically I've also worked hard to build my fitness. But over the last 6 months I've been working hard to try and build them together. So I can actually confidently say I'm not the strongest I've ever been, and I'm not the fittest I've ever been, but I am the strongest and fittest I've ever been right now. And the more I can build my fitness, the more I want to try and maintain my strength throughout these next 6 months of this Ironman project / challenge. Now, I said it's not a reality to be building strength whilst training for an Ironman. I meant to say it's not a priority for me. I have trained guys who have simultaneously built strength whilst training for endurance, but for me right now, my strength is almost as high as it's ever been. There is still a few kilos off my 1RMs, which we're about to explore in this video. So I don't want to continue pushing that whilst training for the Ironman, because my priority is to get over that finish line. So when I look at the amount of time I have available in a week, I am limited. So my priority is to fit as much of the Ironman training, i.e. the swim, the bike and run, into that as possible, which means I'm probably going to have to sacrifice the amount of time and effort I put into my strength training, which consequently is going to mean that that is going to drop a little bit. But we're about to dive into a couple of strength sessions I've done over the last few days, one with friends, which was a bit of fun, and another one which was a full body session where I wanted to see where my squat is at currently. My lifetime PB is a 200 kilo squat for 6 reps and a 1 rep max on a squat of 228 kilos. So I wanted to see where my kind of max reps is for 200 kilos. I'm not interested in doing a 1RM right now because I just don't feel there's much need. Perhaps I will in the next few weeks just to kind of try it out. But I want to see where 200 kilo squat is, and also just for a bit of fun, what my 1RM bench is with a few friends, because why the hell not? So let's dive into that upper body session with friends, followed by the full body session solo. Let's go. $110, 140 I reckon.
Are you vlogging the whole day? Poker and everything? YouTube series?
Yeah. YouTube series. Join me for upper body and poker. Day in the life of a degenerate.
Team 24/7. He's got to film me, dude. You know you've only got 1 rack on, don't you? Yeah, I know.
Well, that's not a good idea.
No, mate, this is my broken wrist.
That's really not a good idea. Right.
Oh, yes!
Oh, right. Two more. Exhale, big push, right, and again, go on. Big push, keep it straight.
Let's go.
Big push.
Yes.
We'll go 110 back.
Just go do another 7 reps then, but...
But I probably got called out maybe once out of every 10 pairs. And I thought, I didn't realise, I'm so sorry.
Big exhale.
Oh, the first fail of the day. How do we feel?
We feel like we go again. We never give up.
See, what I hate doing is if you fail something, you get really underconfident with it. So I like the idea of like...
Or...
I thrive in comebacks.
I want to work up.
Tom loves to come back.
It's personal. I make the comeback personal, and you never fucking lose that way. Never.
Nice. So 120, we'll go again. 140, 3 plates, let's go.
140, the big D. Stay.
3, 2, 1. My bad.
Explode. Push. Keep going. I'm not touching it. Keep going. Nice. Yeah, boy.
Yes. Not the smoothest, but we got it. Happy with that. Yeah, it's there. 2K swim yesterday, so
Let's keep going.
we're happy with that.
Solid.
Come on then, let's go.
Come on. Yes.
Oh!
What we got there? 115? Is that 115? Is that 115? Nice. Let's go.
Has he got PB? About to find out.
Let's go then.
3, 2, 1.
Come on.
Let's go.
Boom. All you. Let's go. All you. Come on. Boom. Whoosh.
That was a 1RM for sure.
That was a perfect weight for everyone.
I'm sure.
Yes, that was it. Alright, so as you can see from that video, just had a little bit of fun with friends there. It was kind of an impromptu upper body session. So we went 1 rep max with the bench press, followed by just a general kind of pump session with some rowing, some lat raises, some curls of course. So we just had a bit of fun, but it was nice to see where the 1RM is. The last time I did kind of a max lift on the bench press, it was actually like a year ago now, and I did manage to get 150 for 2, but I've not really been benching much recently, and the day before that video with the 145, I did a 2k swim, so the shoulders were a little bit fatigued, and even though I didn't want to push it too much, I ended up doing that. Got 145, and the fingers were on the bar from the spotter from George, so I'll kind of take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt. 140 I obviously got without the touch, but if I can keep anywhere near that, obviously throughout the progression of this Ironman preparation, I'll be very happy. But that was the upper body session. Between then and this full body session that's coming next, I have done a couple of obviously cardio sessions, so a few runs obviously with the run club and a couple of my own runs on the treadmill. I've done some swimming, I've done some cycling as well, actually this morning also on the turbo trainer. So here we are, full body session, let's jump into it. So I started with squats on this one. I don't actually deadlift anymore just because of the unnecessary strain it always puts on my lower back. And for me, the risk to reward ratio just from deadlifting heavy really isn't there for me. My lifetime PR on the deadlift is 240 kilos, but I won't really be interested in doing any of that throughout this preparation, as it's something I just don't get much benefit from. Whereas a squat, on the other hand, it just works well for my body. It doesn't leave me feeling too beat up afterwards, and it's one of my favorite movements as well. So worked up in weight to 200 kilos, and it started off feeling pretty good. I got up to 3 reps, as you can see here, and as soon as that happened, I was like, well, I could try the extra rep, see if I get the 4. I got to the 4 and it felt you know, tough. Of course, I started to buckle on the knees a little bit, but I got it up, and then of course went for this 5th rep here. And for some reason, I don't like ending on like a 2 or a 4. It either has to be like a 3, a 5, a 6, 8, or a 10. You know, like it's just, that's just how my mind works with lists. That matches the current PB, so very happy with that. Ow. But after the squats were done, went into some upper body, so started with some bench rows and then into some shoulder pressing. I like to do shoulder press without the back support, just to engage a little bit more of the core, and also just utilize the muscles around the you know, around the back. So working on those rotator cuffs, the external rotator cuffs, you know, the T-spine, and just trying to improve that posture, because obviously that's going to transfer quite nicely into swimming as well. So just some supplementary stuff, full body movements. We got split squats in there as well, just to work on hip alignment and unilateral work, which is something I've really missed out on before in the past. And then of course we do have to add in some curls. So finish with some bicep curls and then some overhead extensions for the triceps, which weren't filmed. But my weights routine at the moment is pretty much based around doing 3 full body sessions a week. 2 of those are most likely going to be squats, followed by an upper body push pull and some core work, and then the other one is likely to be some form of hip hinge, whether it's a Romanian deadlift or some form of trap bar deadlift, just to get a little bit of a hip hinge, but without obviously loading it up too much. So it's nothing kind of revolutionary. My goal is obviously keep that foundation of strength, go through the full body movements, which I call the 6 core movements. So we've got push, pull, rotate, hinge, carry and lunge. So really simply I'll try and go through that, but I will obviously talk a little bit more about that structure in another video as well. But for now, Hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Ironman training, which didn't actually include much Ironman training at all, but more so around the hybrid aspect of what I'm trying to achieve with this preparation. So we'll be looking at obviously maintaining these strength levels at very least as we progress throughout the next 6 months, with the goal of doing the Ironman in sub 12 hours. So I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to drop me a like and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram as well, which will be linked in the text box down below this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one, episode 4. And on that note, if you have got anything you'd like me to cover, any questions, any topics you'd like me to talk about or share, then feel free to drop them in the comments below this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.